भैया मेरी एक हाथ नकली है, मैं क्रिकेट का बहुत बड़ा खिलाड़ी था, आप अपने टीम में खिला लो मुझे प्लीज.
तुम्हारा नाम फ्यूरियोसा तो नहीं है?
So what do you think about the movie?
फ्यूरियोसा ना?
I know they can read the title. I mean, they saw the thumbnail, they saw the title.
So we're gonna speak about Furiosa in this video. I'll explain the basic premise and what the movie is about. So it is a prequel to Mad Max Fury Road.
Which is a sequel to Mad Max Thunderdome.
Uh,
Which is a sequel to Mad Max Part 2. Which is a sequel to Mad
Mad
Max Part
Max.
1.
So and it deals with the character of Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron in Mad Max Fury Road. So this is about the Anya Taylor-Joy version of Furiosa. So this deals with the origin story of that, how she turns out to be that badass of a character.
What was your takeaway and what did you like about the movie?
Like I felt like I was a teenager again after watching this film.
Somebody didn't want to watch that movie, huh? they were trying to skip the theatrical experience. Not me.
I went and the apprehensions towards not watching this movie were memories of Fury Road were very hazy, so I don't know which character was who and what was the world building. But Furiosa, even though you haven't watched the previous films, if you go right in, the world building is so easy to understand and so immersive that it would take you right inside the film, and it wouldn't take you much of brain racking to understand what is going on in the scene. So yeah, that's what I liked about the film. Also, George Miller does a great job for the age and how
He's
relevant he
he's
is.
80.
Yeah, and how relevant films he makes, the style that he has. Like he makes it like someone, a contemporary film director who has like just been doing films right now. So he has that much of relevancy, which is film style. The music, the cinematography, the VFX, the choice of characters, basically the storytelling, the kind of sequences. So after a long time, I have seen a film which has very definitive sequences. Like after one sequence end, we go towards the other one, like a
Chapters.
like chapters properly, or like the basic story, that how it should be told, like not in a very non-linear style, cutting in between, showing backstory and all that stuff. Like it was very good linear. Even though it was linear, it was very captivating. So I enjoyed that about the film. What about you?
So I watched it in IMAX, by the way. And I loved it. I mean, be it the visuals, the music, the action sequences, everything. Apart from the lead characters acting and the bad CGI at places, I loved the movie. And though it doesn't match the level set by Mad Max
Fury
Fury
Road.
Road, which we have seen like 7-8 years ago, but it's a really good prequel to that movie. And like we might have seen like all the prequels that are coming on, like cash grab prequels, and it doesn't follow that way, right? And it's a very unconventional prequel movie of sorts for such a big franchise, right? Mad Max is not like some small franchise, right? It's a pretty big character.
It has a huge cult.
Yeah, it has that name and aura, right? And coming up with this movie, it totally delivers it. But then it's not your Fury Road again, because there are some flaws in there, but which we are going to talk about. But then the CGI is very haphazard. I felt very amateurish at places, and the writing as well, where there are way too many liberties taken, and all of that's all jazz. But then it's a visual experience, and if you have missed it in the theaters, I'm sorry for you. But then this is one, if not the best, it is one of the
most enjoyable experiences
like of this year for sure, because it doesn't let you breathe. It just doesn't let you breathe, because everything is happening so fast, like at least in the first half, where it eventually slows down in the second half, because obviously you can't keep up that pace throughout 2.5 hours or something, right? So yeah, but then it's a really captivating movie, and and also visually even though it's in the realm of Fury Road, like Mad Max saga, it is a bit different. Like the visuals are a bit different, the action sequence are a bit different from your Fury Road or like the old Mad Maxes, right? And that's what I liked about the movie. And obviously George Miller is a genius.
It goes without saying that they have done a great job with the set designs, the costume designs, the automobile designs.
Oh, that's...
Each area has a certain purpose in the food chain. So
Right.
this serves another building serves this building. building as in the zone. So they have done that lore really well, like very intricately designed. The demographic, the people that they live inside.
Gastown.
And the cars, the bikes, the octopus bike and everything, man. With the parachuting bike, the fan bike and everything. So they have leveled up in that area car-wise, so I feel. And I was like, yeah, after a point, George Miller was just having fun with those things.
The way Anya Taylor-Joy's face is morphed onto a child, it will really make you squirmish, right? When you cut to like the child face, it's just a poker face. Like,
But the story was so interesting to me that I didn't bother about those stuff.
yeah, also the best part is like it doesn't shy away from showing the grittiness and like, the gore and everything, right? Even the Chris Hemsworth and
Gets his pulled away as
and
well.
that maggot scene
Ah.
and beat the hand
The-
tearing apart.
They're tied to the
oh
bike. That
man,
scene.
yeah.
They are picking up this crane or truck or something through chains, and it
Yeah, I
falls
know,
down, and then
huh.
she's sent down because she's light in weight. So a moving shot, a camera moving shot from top to down of the vehicle, and she climbing and coming down. It was shot so well and CGI so well, like that was one of the most interesting scenes I felt. And also the scene, the poster shot, wherein she's
Hmm.
standing in front of that checkered gate, and the fire comes from behind.
Oh,
So,
that's brilliant. That's
those
a
are two
good
of the
scene.
like peak CGI moments for me. I felt.
Dementus, played by Chris Hemsworth. Oh, by the way, he kills it. with
The
character
nose
and
prosthetic and everything.
Oh, man. Chris Hemsworth is just too good in this movie, and for him alone, you should watch the movie actually because of all the funny, the way he delivers the lines, right? The dialogues, even the visual gags he does with the teddy bear or something.
He was
So-
a very difficult character to understand
Yeah.
after a point of time.
Yeah,
Like in a good way, actually.
I mean, very grey character.
Ah.
actually. If you like, not really the uh, black and white antagonist or like the very nice guy who turned antagonist or something, but he was a very grey character throughout the movie.
But at a point when you're thinking like he'll be a good father, he's turning into a good father figure. He does something
really bad. Yeah, he flips off like some. Also the hand thing, right?
Ah.
That was way too gory, like on screen. Like we are used to the goriness, but then that felt very gory as well. And also it acts like a metaphor, right?
Mhm.
Because like she's letting go of her past self and getting into the new life and becoming the new Furiosa who let go of the fact that she wanted to go to her paradise,
Mm.
her hometown, and the seed as well.
Mm.
And now her new aim or goal of life is to take revenge on Joe. So yeah, that felt quite good in terms of like the metaphors and the subtle subtext. What did you feel about the ending? It
Like-
felt quite lethargic.
Like they tried a very noble thing, like a new thing that I appreciate. But then the how long the scene went, like the way they dealt with it, I didn't like it. The treatment, I didn't like it. The idea was good, I felt. But yeah, apart from these small nitpickings that we did, the film is a great watch. One of the best of George Miller's work, and you will definitely enjoy the film. Like it is on OTT right now, so please do catch it and share your views on it in the comment section.
Yeah. And please do let us know how did you like the movie and the action sequence
Especially.
And also please try to watch it on the biggest screen possible because it's a theatrical experience that you do not want to miss. So, and it's in the making for almost like 50 years. So make do whatever you want with that information. Yeah. So thanks for watching our review.
And please do like, share and subscribe and share it with any Mad Max fan that you would find.
And also anyone who has one leg. No, I'm sorry, one hand, so that they feel included as well. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.